Hi, my name is Farah and I want to show you today a few simple stretches you can do just kind of to keep your shoulders and your hips mobile and open. You can do this after like your regular day-to-day activities. It is also a great sequence for those of you who are a little more active and would like to incorporate some stretching to prevent injuries. If you run, if you play any sports where you have to kind of like hit a ball, like a racket, something, tennis or anything like that, running from side to side, volleyball, basketball, or you're a runner, or if you just spend a lot of time like seated in your car, in a chair, these are really good stretches you can do. So I'm gonna start by showing you the first thing we're going to do is upper body stretches, and I'm gonna stand a little further back, and we have Nala here keeping us company and playing with a toy. And I'm stepping back, wishing and hoping that you can actually see all my arms all the way when I stretch up. We can actually just maybe, you can do this standing. Let's do this. You can do this standing. You could also do it kneeling down. So first thing you're gonna do is we're gonna do joint movements. Okay, I'm gonna begin to circle your left arm forward a few times, then backwards. And then other side, forward and backwards. Very simple, okay? Then here, take a deep breath in. Notice how your shoulders naturally float up towards your ears as you inhale. Keep that space and move them back. With your shoulders moving back, begin to move your head as if you were saying no, all the way to the left, back to center, all the way to the right. And do that a few times without forcing, when you feel that, oh my God, that's where my range of motion allows me to move. Just stay there. Don't push past the point where it feels like there's a lot of tension, because otherwise you're not really releasing anything but creating more tension. Okay, you can do circles. Make sure you keep your shoulders back as you do this to keep your cervical spine, your neck safe, and then circles to the other side. And come back to center. Take a deep breath in. Interlace your fingers in front of you. And as you exhale, I'm going to show this from the side. Stretch your palms forward and round your back. Pull your navel into your spine, your front ribs towards your back ribs and round. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. And again, you can do this while you're standing. Exhale. Exhale. And then inhale, lengthen. Now, stretch your arms up overhead, and when you do this, really look at your hands and make sure that your 10 fingers or the palms of your hands are really pointing straight up. For some of us, when there's some tightness, you'll turn to see kind of like the palms, it's really hard to get them to be pointing all the way straight up, and that is okay if that's you. Just keep breathing, moving your shoulders back, and gently trying to point, to turn so that the palms of your hands are pointing up towards the sky. Again, don't push too far, don't force, just go where you feel, okay, I'm feeling a little stretch. If you cannot get all your palms to like really point up to the sky. Draw your navel into your spine, and then exhale, release. Now, interlace your fingers behind your back, bring your hands on top of your sacrum. Take a deep breath in, and again, your shoulders float up towards your ears. Move your shoulders back, draw your elbows towards one another, and draw your navel, your belly button in towards your lower back. Move your front ribs back towards your back ribs, so you keep your core engaged, yeah, and keep your chin tucked, so you're not doing this or doing that. Chin tucked, so the head is in line with the rest of your spine. Hear your breath. Now, if you can keep your shoulders moving back, you can stretch your arms back behind you. What would be shoulders not moving back? This rolling forward. If this happens, keep your hands here, keep moving back. That's good enough opener for you. If you can keep your shoulders back, stretch back, and pull down towards your feet so that you can lift your chest and open the front of your body a little more. Again, keep drawing your navel in and your front ribs in and back. And now I'm playing, oh my God. And then hands back here and release. Okay? I'm gonna give her toy back. Here you go. Okay. Now interlace your palms of your hands up. Index and thumbs pointing straight up. hear your breath. Again, you can do this standing, will be a little better, I think. I'm just doing it this way so you can see my arms. Take a deep breath in, the spine gets longer. Suck your armpits back, so that's moving your shoulders back. Navel in, front ribs in and back, and lean over to the right. Look up to the left. And try to make sure that you're really keeping your shoulders in the same line, so you're not doing anything like that, yeah? So in line, squeeze, and I'm gonna stand, actually move all the way back, so you see it from a standing position, yeah? Press down into your feet. So pressing to the left foot to lean over to the right, keep your shoulders in the same line. So don't twist your trunk, shoulders on top of your hips. And then inhale back to center, side stretch. Press down to your feet, exhale, go to the other side. Navel in, front ribs in and back, look up. And then inhale back to center. And release your arms down by the sides of your body. I'm going to my cheat sheet, looking for what's coming next because I forgot. Okay, the next thing is a tricep stretch, mostly. So stretch your arms up, bend your elbows, and try to cup your elbows with the center of the palms of your hands. And that's more challenging than you think when you first hear it. And then you try it and you're like, oh my God, I cannot get the center of the palm of my hand on my elbow, and that is okay, but you move towards that. So pull your belly in, front ribs in and back, and gently keeping your chin tucked in, press your head back towards your arms. Yeah, so I'm gonna show it from the side. Avoid this and avoid that, yeah? So no super arching, no rounding, and then switch hands. So if your right hand is on the back of the left elbow, switch. So that the left hand is on the back of the right elbow now, and the right hand is in front of the left. Draw your belly in, hear your breath. Keep your chin tucked in, and gently release. Ooh, shake your arm, shake your shoulders, and roll your shoulders forward 3 times. Roll them back 3 times or more. You can really spend more time with each one of these if you feel like you want. The more you do them, the longer you stay in any pose, the more benefits you're gonna get. Okay, so now we're gonna move to the lower body portion of this video. And the one thing I really want to emphasize here is the actions of the fronts of your thighs rolling in and moving back, which is really important to keep the alignment in your lower back so that you keep the natural curve in the lower back and you bring the head of the femur bone inside the hip sockets. So I'm gonna show it like this. When I squeeze this block in between my legs, yeah, feet block with distance apart, press down into your feet, yeah, you squeeze the block in, yeah, so your legs are hugging in, and you move the inner thighs, the fronts of the thighs, back, yeah, widen your sitting bones apart. So the block sort of moves back when I do that, see? I'm here, I squeeze and back. You can see it from the side. Now the opposite will be rolling the thighs forward, which will look like that. You see how this flattens here, and my thighs are pushing forward. So it's the opposite of that, what's actually healthy for your low back. So squeeze in, yeah, squeeze the block, press down into the feet, yeah, move the fronts of the thighs into the backs of your thighs and widen your sitting bones apart, yeah, belly in, front ribs in and back. Now we're gonna translate those same actions into other poses, and what we're gonna do here is just easy low lunges that are really good to open the front of your legs and also kind of like the backs, like the Achilles tendon, the calves a little bit. So you step 1 foot back, the front knee's bent at a 90-degree angle. You don't have to have blocks if you can easily reach here, but if it's like an effort and you're rounding your back, then you use blocks or books, or maybe if you only have one, but you only use one, yeah? Deepen your breath. So you anchor the front foot, press the back toes down, and you hug that imaginary block in between your thighs to move the fronts of the thighs into the backs of your thighs. See that space? And widen your sitting bones apart. And immediately, I begin to feel the stretch here a lot more, yeah? Pull your belly and your front ribs up away from the floor. Yeah, and breathe, and then switch sides. Step forward, do the other side. The lunges are really great to do before and after running. So before running, you just maybe do a couple, and you don't have to spend a whole lot of time, just open up a little bit. And after the run, just really do a little more time on each one of the stretches. So you intensify the time and the stretch, and the length that you're giving to your body. So hug your legs in, move the fronts of the thighs into the backs of your thighs, and widen your sitting bones apart. Pull your belly and your front ribs up away from the floor. I'm trying to put this in so maybe it's easier to see what happens. Very good. And then exhale and step forward. And then switch sides once more. And keeping the front knee bent, sort of like a 90-degree angle. I'm gonna move the block so you can see. I'm gonna rock forward. I come to the big toe of the back foot and rock back. Notice I'm not really stretching this leg all strengthened. It's straight. I'm not making this front leg totally straight. Yeah. So I'm going forward and back, forward and back, and by that I'm actually stretching the calf of the back leg and the ankle, giving movement to the ankle. Great for before and after running, or even just regular walking, sitting, and not moving much. And then switch sides, 90 degree. You can use blocks here if you need to. Rock forward and back, forward, as if you're trying to lower the back heel down towards the floor, like that. Very good. And then step forward and come back up. We're gonna do another one here. And for this one, you can fold your mat, or you can use a blanket or a towel if you need to. So you step back. I'm actually gonna show this side first. If you need extra padding for your knee, this is what I mean. Yeah. Hear your breath. You hug your legs in. Yeah. Widen your sitting bones apart. Fronts of the thighs move back, so the head of the femur bones go inside the hip socket. Yeah. Tone your belly. Front ribs in and back. Sit deeper into the front leg, and keep hugging your legs in. And you can just do this and stay here. Maybe sit a little deeper. The deeper you go, the more you have to squeeze in, the more you have to widen your sitting bones, but the deeper stretch you get in the back leg. Yeah. You may stretch your arms up or not, and then switch sides. If you don't need the padding for your knee, you don't have to have it. Yeah. Come up, hug your legs in, fronts of the thighs move back, widen your sitting bones, and engage your core, navel in, front ribs in and back. Deepen your breath. And you can sit deeper. And if you sit deeper, just push through the back foot more. Hear your breath. Very, very good. And then switch. This time you put a block or a big folded blanket so that you place your back knee there higher. Yeah. Hug your legs in. We're just gonna access the psoas muscle more by doing that. Yeah. Side here. Squeeze. Widen your sitting bones, tone your belly, sit deeper, stretch your arms up. And here, like we did when we were warming up at the beginning in the upper body, raise your fingers, point your index and thumb straight up. Hear your breath, deepen your breath. Awesome. And then you're gonna lean in the opposite direction of your back leg. So this is my right leg, I'm leaning over to the left. Here you go. Oh, really good. And then back to center. And switch sides. Block there. Hug your legs in. Widen your sitting bones, tone your belly. Inhale up. Interlace your fingers. Point your thumbs and index straight up. And as you keep hugging your legs in, you're gonna lean. So the left leg is my back leg, so I'm gonna lean over to the right. Hear your breath, tone your belly. This is a really, really good stretch. And then inhale back to center and release. Yay. And then I'm gonna show a simple thigh stretch. So you come to your forearms, bend your knee and hug your legs in. Don't let your knees pull out. Yeah, hug your legs in as if you had a block in between your legs. You can actually even put a block there so you get the awareness of squeezing in, right? Pull your navel and front ribs up away from the floor and reach back with your hand to pull the foot down, yeah? and with the foot, push up into the leg. Now notice there is like a big arch that's creating in the spine, so it's really important you keep your core activated. Navel in and front ribs pulling up away from the floor. And then other side, keep squeezing that block. Yeah. You bring the foot down towards your glute as far as it naturally goes, and then push the foot into your hand. That's what's really gonna make the stretch more active and more deeper. Not so much how far you bring your foot to your glute if it's not possible for you. But as long as you get it to where you can go and push the foot into your hand, you're getting the stretch, yeah? And then come up. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is squat, malasana. And for some people, it is really complicated to get, it's somewhat impossible to get the heels down on the ground. You can be here, maybe roll up a blanket and put it under your feet so your feet can rest on something. You could also, to open up the backs of your calves and your Achilles tendon, hold on to a kitchen counter or something like that. Move your thighs back, tone your belly, and lower as you hold on to something. It's gonna be easier and you're gonna be able to keep your heels down, yeah? So hear your breath. And then the last thing we're going to do is back here. Figure 4, laying on your back. Again, widen your, stick your booty out for this one. So feel that the low back is not touching the floor, yeah? And as you hug your legs in, like imaginary block, tone your belly, squeeze your ribs, deepen your breath. Widen your sitting bones apart and move that top knee away from your chest without using your hands, with the strength of your leg muscles. This is stage 1. If you want to take it a little further, you can lift the bottom foot off the ground, push that top leg into your hand, and continue to lower your sitting bones down towards the earth so that you create that space in the low back, so the low back is not flat on the floor. Yeah, so there's a space between the low back and the floor. And the front knee pushes away from your face. And you switch sides. Hear your breath, outer hip opening. Hug your legs in, widen your sitting bones apart and lower them down towards the earth. Keep the space in the low back. Move the front knee away from your chest, the top knee. Yeah, either keep it there or pick the bottom foot off the ground and keep lowering your sitting bones so that the low back comes off the floor. Push that top leg, the leg that you just lifted, forward into your hands. Deepen your breath. The top knee keeps moving away from your chest. And then slowly down. And last one, keep this knee bent, straighten this leg, hold the back of your thigh, widen your sitting bones. And for this one, you could also have maybe a strap or a towel or anything where you can wrap around your foot so you can keep this leg straight and hold on to something, yeah? And what's important is that the knee is in a straight line to the hip bone, yeah? So straight. If you're over there, you probably don't feel a lot of stretching in the back of your leg, yeah? So sitting bones lower down, you can hold here, you can hold with a strap or a towel, and maybe lower the bottom leg. But lower the bottom leg, you really have to move the fronts of the thighs into the backs of your thighs and keep creating the space in the low back. And breathe. And switch. Start with the bottom foot on the ground, knee bend, straighten the top leg again. Maybe if you cannot get all the leg to be totally straight, you just bend your knee, but the knee stays in line with the hip bone. Yeah, hear your breath. Maybe lower the bottom leg down. Move the top of the bottom thigh, right here, I'm touching with my hand, down towards the earth. Lower the sitting bone down towards the earth on the bottom leg. Push the top leg forward into your hands. This is hamstring stretch. Yeah, and then bend, knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. And you're good to go. You can just straighten your legs and chill here for a bit if you are finishing your day or it's the end of your workout, or just get up and go run and do whatever you have to do with your body opened up and ready to do anything you need to do. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or any requests. I will be more than happy to address any concerns. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and pass along to your friends if you think in your family that this was helpful to you. Namaste.